Kitakubu.
Hey everyone, KitaSean here, so welcome back to another Fate's Grand Order video. So, we all kind of expected this to happen in Interlude Campaign number 16. Of course, last week was Lost Spell Chapter 6. We all expected something to come out like a Part 2 gotcha. That didn't happen. So we were all thinking, oh, it's either Hunting Quest or Interlude Campaign. It's been a while since the Interlude Campaign. So, yeah, here it is, Interlude Campaign 16. 7 servants are getting interludes, which is very exciting. Cannot wait to read those because there might be hints to future servants, events, or possibly story-wise in general. And 3 servants are getting buffed, which we will be discussing as we scroll down. So let's go ahead and talk about the first servant getting a buff. So Astolfo Saber will be getting a buff on his first skill, and it's really good. MP charge as well as gaining stars. So the MP charge is 20% max level and 20 stars max level. So Astolfo Saber basically becomes a really good single target quick saber, and it makes it easier to spam his MP. So yeah, definitely something that Astolfo Saber needed, a battery for sure. And yeah, it's very awesome that he got that. So I can see a lot more players using Astolfo Saber more often now. And then we have Caenis. Caenis is going to be the second servant getting a buff. To be honest, I did think Caenis needed a buff, but I did not think she would get it this quickly. So that really kind of surprised me. But Caenis' buff is going to go for the third skill, I believe. Oh no, second skill. So it's gonna be gain stars for 3 turns, and she will be getting 5 to 15 stars per turn depending on the skill level. So yeah, that's pretty good. Definitely can do some more crit damage with her. Next we have Manduricardo. Manduricardo not getting a buff but getting an interlude, and I'm actually kind of excited to read that. Best friend there. Anastasia not getting a buff, but only getting an interlude. It looks like Yvonne is going to be in that interlude, so that's actually something excited to read. And it looks like Anastasia is in the new Chaldea, so that's actually kind of exciting to watch or to read too. Sorome, I kind of thought that she would get a buff, but no, sadly. So kind of excited to read her story as well, but definitely they need to do something to fix her skill set. So I hope in the future she gets a buff. And then Salieri finally gets a buff. Salieri gets a buff on his third skill, and basically it adds star absorption 1000 to 2000% if I'm not mistaken for 1 turn, and adds critical damage up for 1 turn, 50 to 100% depending on the skill level. So basically he can do crit damage, and maybe he might actually work really well with Castoria. So I have to test that out and see if that works or not, but that definitely helps on MP gain for sure. So yeah, Salieri and Caenis and Saber, Astolfo getting the buffs. And then of course we can't forget about Young Guifei getting an interlude as well. Unfortunately not getting a buff. I mean, Young Guifei is actually pretty solid as a servant, but I do think that she needs a buff or 2 to become like really strong. But I feel like Salome was the one servant that really deserved a buff out of all these servants here, not gonna lie. But yeah, maybe one day she'll get a buff. But I think the Antonio Salieri one is huge, and I do think the Astolfo one is huge as well. But yeah, that's basically about it. Just a quick little video telling you guys 3 servants got buffs, 7 servants got interludes, and what the buffs are basically. Yeah, what do you guys think about these buffs? Comment down below and tell me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.